With the demographics form specifically, there is an additional write back feature. You can see this in the top right hand side of the form where there is an update patient details switch. By default, this is going to be turned on, and I do recommend that it be left turned on. However, you can turn it off if required. What this switch does is once the patient has completed their demographics form, once they've filled out their first name, last name, mobile phone number, the address, and all that important information, it's automatically going to fill those fields in to Ascend for you. That means you'll no longer have to manually enter in any of that information. It will just automatically update. To show you how this feature works, I have a patient here, Lauren, who doesn't have very much information. We don't have her address on file. We have her date of birth, but that's about it. What I'm going to do is jump over to the Patients Form tab, and I'm going to go ahead and to request the forms. We're going to fill out the demographics and then watch it update in Ascend for us. So if we go ahead and hit Request Form, I'm going to click here to access the forms. What that's going to do is open up the forms in a new tab for me. As the patient is filling this out, they just need to go ahead and enter their last name as well as their date of birth. Now that we've signed in, there is a terms and conditions. I'm going to go ahead and mark that as agreed. Moving along, and then we can get to the forms. I'm going to fill out the patient details form here, and as you can see that it is prompting me to fill out my email address as well as my address. You can of course add in additional information as required, such as your title, as well as if you need to add additional phone numbers. So as we fill this out, I'm just going to go ahead and enter in some information here. And then we're going to go ahead and hit save. Now that that form is all completed, we're just going to head back over to Ascend. Just after doing this, if the patient has just completed the form that quickly, you will just have to do a quick refresh of the browser. So now that we've refreshed the page, we can see that there's now a lot more information here. The address has been entered in along with the city and the state and the postcode, along with the phone number that I entered for work and as well as the email address. So as you can see, this is an absolute time saver for practices, no longer having to enter in the patient information manually. No more worries about misspellings or having trouble reading the written form. Just have them fill it out electronically and it will automatically update Ascend for you.